Look at that, Jerry. As soon as it turned 5:59 to 6 o'clock, I hit the go button. I bet you there'll still be people yelling at us and we're late. Love y'all.
I still can't get on it.
Just keep holding me to your high standards. That's all. Oh, my goodness. All right. Welcome to Stay Fishy Friday live stream, guys. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, here we are.
Now, let me go back through the text here. All the talking. Turn your volume down.
I am doing it.
Calm down, you cantankerous old man.
How do you feel when somebody tells you to do something you're already doing?
Oh, yeah, that's aggravating.
Ain't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you tell me
you
I
are
aggravate you.
horrible.
I aggravate you?
You do that consistently.
You little motherfucker. Yeah. Ah, shit. All right. Well, good thing this ain't deemed, family friendly.
Yeah. Right.
How's everybody been? It's been a hell of a week here. I mean, oh my God. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm going through all these texts right here, and the only thing that catches my eye out of there is Bambi McCluskey says, I made homemade Mounds bars. Oh my, they were amazing. And super easy too. All right, Bambi, you know what you got to do. Send the recipe.
Hell, a recipe. Send me
Yeah, send the Mounds bars.
Oh, speaking of family friendly, I was going to call my son yesterday and ask him if I could send a shout out to my granddaughter because I didn't know whether he let her watch Friday night or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's young, right?
Yeah.
Like 3, 4 -ish?
Okay, yesterday was my granddaughter's 5th birthday.
5th birthday, okay.
Okay. The day after her 2nd birthday, I hit the road for Ohio Fish Rescue.
Oh, we were going to bring that up too.
3 years ago,
Today.
right now, I
Today.
would be knocking on the door.
3 years ago, he'd be knocking on the door. Yep.
Literally. Yesterday was.
I didn't know who the hell he was.
It even came out on a Friday.
I opened up the door to older Gandalf. I'm like, can I help you? Gandalf was the old wizard in the movies.
Hey, his words weren't, can I help you?
Yes, I did when I opened the door. Of course I did. I was like, can I help you? And I opened the door. I'm like, hello, can I help you?
And then it was, who the fuck are you?
He's like, I'm here. Once he said, I'm here now. I'm like, okay, who the fuck are you? He's like, we talked 3 months ago. Don't you remember? I'm like, nope. What are you talking about?
Happy belated birthday, Peanut. Like, in case my son lets you watch.
So I said, it's a Jerryversary.
Jerryversary, yeah. It seems like it was just a little while ago I was celebrating the 2 years.
Yeah.
Now it's been 3 years.
You know what? You were here, and I was so indecisive. And now all of a sudden you've been here forever. I just can't imagine life without you now. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you should have heard him when I pulled my hand out of my pocket the other day.
Oh my God. He caught me for a loop that day. But anyways, we got lots to talk about. Oh, Maritza's here. See, it was a name, so we can't tell. We didn't know if we were going to know you if you and Ricky came online.
Yeah,
if we know you by your name or, was your name like, Crystal Dawn or something, We didn't know if you'd have an online name or whatever, but I see your name's there. So there ain't many people named Maritza.
Yeah.
She says, I miss you guys already. I had a blast with you guys. You know what, everybody?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Ricky and Maritza came out here, I think it was Tuesday and Wednesday night. Yeah, both nights that I had to do 16-hour shifts with Tracy. And I'm telling you what, we tied one on. We had so much fun. It was nonstop laughter. I mean, nonstop. And even the next day when we weren't drinking that much, other people came over and that we had nonstop laughter that night. It was crazy. It was like a vacation for me. It was so fun. I don't normally get that drunk. And I was paying for it because I'm having to drink out there with them, and then I have to come in here and drink water the rest of the night and go through a hangover while being awake. You know, you didn't get to sleep at all. You know, you didn't get wake up to this or that. I had to go through it all night. It was crazy. And then at 7 o'clock.
Tape pipes is $4.99. How did you meet Jerry? What is the story? I remember him just showing up in the videos one day years ago.
Were you not here like 2 minutes ago? We just told the story.
Basically, that's how he met me.
Yeah, well, okay. He contacted me. Well, first, thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate it. He contacted me, online. And I had said something on the Friday night, and I've said this many times before. If somebody needs a place to stay, I need help here. I was taking care of Tracy, taking care of the house, taking care of the rescue all by myself.
And the nursing situation was even worse.
There was no nursing at the time. So I mean, it was crazy. I'm just running on empty at all points of the day. I'm taking care of Tracy. I'm falling asleep on the side of her bed, and it was just I was not getting good sleep, and I needed help, and I asked the world, and this is how I know God just hates me. He sent me Jerry. I'm kidding.
So I'm listening to it, and you had a schedule for a bunch of people to show up to help move a tank, and only 3 people showed up. Definitely not enough. Anyway, he was a little upset, and I texted him the next day and told him that I wanted to come volunteer, and he says, "Well, we never turned down volunteers." And I said, "No, I'm talking about permanent, full-time volunteer. I'm easy to keep. All I need is a recliner to fall down in and someplace to put my fish." And he said, "Well, I've got a spare room, and we'll find a place for your fish." And I said, "Expect me when you see me." But it took me 3 months to take care of my responsibility.
I forgot the next day.
and I didn't contact him again within that period of time.
Oh no, he did. He contacted me the day he showed up knocking on my door. That's why I was like, "Who the hell are you?" I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I stayed there until my granddaughter's birthday. I celebrated her 2nd birthday with her, gave her my presents. And then the next morning I took off for Ohio. And I really didn't know. This was just my first stop. If I didn't stop here in Ohio, I was going to head down into the Blue Mountains.
Or if things didn't
and
work
then
out
down
here.
to Florida, yeah.
You had other plans.
I had other plans. But I stopped in here and told him I was here. And
How was that greeting?
It wasn't that bad, man. I spent the 2 hours while he's
Doing
on
the
live
live
stream. I'm out there watching the fish out in the fish pool room. And then, of course, I bring a whole bunch of frozen shrimp and steaks for everybody.
Oh, well, you're obviously allowed to stay at least a night or two with that.
Yeah, I'm a Native American elder. I know how to travel. You don't get turned away when you got a monster food bucket. Anyway, the next morning I'm putting all the shrimp away into a cooler, and Reaper steps around the corner, doesn't know me from Adam, never met me, and he's got his phone up like this, like usual, and he's going, "And this elderly gentleman volunteered to help today. How long are you here for?" And I looked at him straight faced and said, "Till Rich throws me out." And he ever seen Reaper? He looked more like Ripper at that time. I mean, his mouth's opening. What to say.
But you know what?
It was good.
It would have been maybe a notch more, better if you would have said, you've said many times after that, is I ain't leaving. This is my retirement home.
Yeah, well, I had to let it sink in a little bit. If I'd have called it my retirement home that first day, I wouldn't be here now.
Probably.
I was tempted to meet up with you at Aquascape, but I didn't figure I'd make it this far if I met up with you at Aquascape before you. That was that weekend.
Yeah, that was crazy. Is that? Oh, that's when we were in Chicago.
Yeah, you were in
right
Chicago.
Before that. Okay.
And I was
so the next weekend is when you were here.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we were up there. We were doing.
I was going to meet up with you in Chicago and then come down here. But
you should have seen us in Chicago. the show was over. We're out on Sunday. We're out in the parking lot. There was like 8 cars around us from shops bringing us fish and people, coming and getting fish from us. We're back there like I don't know, a flea market of fish.
You're still trying to put them away when you got it. I was out here. Geez, you guys are trying to figure out where to put stuff.
All the fish we brought back from Chicago. Yeah.
I'm having fun with my frozen shrimp.
I gotta say, one thing he said lately, recently, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to feed the jowfish. Yeah, he deserves a finger too." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Arapaima go after his fingers, that jow cat's just crazy. So I like that one. That was good.
Yeah. Well, you got to share. I mean, if I'm going to share with the arapaima, I might as well share with the jowl.
From what Josh says, he got his elbow bitten. He's like, "You don't want to get bit by that jowl. That clap is hard."
That wasn't the jowl that got his elbow. That was the dark star, the big alligator guy.
Oh, no. That was the one that made blood on his elbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was in the... Yeah, no. He was leaning against a 3000.
Oh, no, that was the jellycat.
Jellycat, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the jowl. You're right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, I watched a video.
How's your mind this sharp at 113?
I smile. I was watching a video the other day. This guy is sitting on a dock by a big pond with his feet in the water, and he is hand feeding Peru sharks.
Yeah, that was crazy.
With his feet in the water.
And they're like 5 foot
he's
long.
Like handing them these big fish, and they're taking them. And man, I've seen them prune sharks hit stuff out there. I would handle something because they can take it very gently.
Unless they're starving.
Oh my God, when they hit. And I've already had that jellycat come after my hand twice.
So anyways, last weekend, I guess I told a couple, fans, come on out, blah, blah, blah. We'll cook some steaks, this and that. Yeah. They showed up Tuesday, right? And, I don't even, I go through life and no one answered me. I didn't really remember talking to people, I'm doing what I got to do for that day. I got a list to do every day. I try to knock off as much as I can. And then they show up and they're like, "We're here." And I'm like, again, who the fuck are you? Well, you said, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we didn't make no plans. I set that out there. I didn't hear from anybody, and they showed up and they're like, boom. And you know what? We've had the best Tuesday and Wednesday night, although it was the hardest for me because I had to stay up both nights. I only got like 2 hours sleep from Tuesday night on Wednesday morning. And then on Wednesday night to Thursday, I went to sleep. The nurse got here at 7 o'clock, right? They went home, and this will be on the next video. They went home, and, I went to sleep. I'm done. That was too much for me. I got to get back to, grinding and doing work here. So I go to sleep. I touch the pillow. My eyes close at 7:30 in the morning. The nurse gets here at 7. I was asleep by 7:30. And then as soon as my eyes close, I hear, I'm like, what? And it's Reaper. Dude, I need the card. I'm like, dude, why are you here so early? I just went to bed. He goes, dude, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, what? There's no way. I just closed my eyes. I swear to God, I thought I just closed my eyes. I didn't even fall asleep yet. And it was crazy. So I got 3.5 hours sleep the second day. Thank God last night I got to sleep, But it was a lot of fun, but also a lot of stress because when they go in and go to bed and we're all done out partying out there, I have to come in here and start drinking water and stay up all night and watch Tracy. I have to change her. I have to reposition her every 2 hours. I'm doing all this stuff. And the nurse shows up at 7 o'clock. And Latrice is my #1 main nurse. She cares about Tracy. So if I'm slacking at all, she ain't going to hold back. She's going to yell at me. You know what I'm saying? So both days I had Tracy in good shape. So I'm proud about that. But, thank God for last night. I could get some sleep. So Maritza and Ricky, Jesus Christ, we had a great time.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for them to come back.
Too.
Huh?
Got a lot done.
Oh, we got a lot done too.
Oh, they're already using me for the drinking words, so we got to get dog
Oh,
bone.
the drinking word is dog bone because that's the mainstay of tonight. That was the video today. Drinking word is dog bone. Sorry, guys.
Everybody's already jumping on there. Let's do Jerry for the drinking word.
So, Maritza, it took me 2 days to learn your damn name. I'm sorry. The second day, I'm like, it's Maritza or something, and she goes, Maritza. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
It was one of her kids that corrected you, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody on one of the comments today corrected you on the pronunciation of her name.
I didn't see that.
I believe it was one of their children.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
I don't know.
Right here we go. Let me go scroll down. Yes. Okay, Athro 2022 says, any advice on pregnant stingrays? Is it best to separate the babies when they arrive? We do. Okay, because the babies are born with the little egg sac on there, and some other adults can, they sense that it's food and they go after the babies, okay? And the last thing you want is a newborn being bit on by some other ray.
They shouldn't want to be hungry. They shouldn't be hungry enough.
Well, that's a normal situation. We feed our fish enough.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Hey, I was told you only have to feed them every 3 days. You know,
you separate them from the adults, but you don't have to separate them from each other.
Oh yeah, no. You can separate them exactly. You can separate them from the adults, and then you put them all in together. And the first thing you want to do is use general cure on any stingray birth. Trust me on that. It's 1 packet per 10 gallons. You put the babies in there, and you add the general cure, and they live off of their egg sac for 2-3 days. Like, we haven't even fed. Oh, never mind. Shh, I didn't say that. I wasn't going to tell them. So
why not?
Because that's the next video.
All right, I'll shut up.
He catches on so quick. You know what? At 113, he's tip top up here. Let me tell you.
Hey, I'm not. I don't. It's one of the things I hate about lying. Then you got to remember all of that.
Right.
You got to hide it.
That. Yeah.
You got who you told what to who and all that. Man, there's not enough space up here for all that shit.
And now one more thing I got to say. Now, Maritza and Ricky came here, and that first night, we tied one on. We had a blast. I found out the next day because I'm like, any seasoned alcoholic, any seasoned drinker knows you got to drink one in the morning to help you get over the hangover, right? So I asked Ricky, it's like 10 in the morning, you want to drink? He's like, oh, no, I feel like shit. I'm like, okay. About, Reaper comes over to like 11, and, he calls me and he's like, bro, Reaper or Ricky don't look good. He says he feels like shit. I'm like, I know, I told him. And then at 6 o'clock that afternoon, he's still, dude, I feel like shit. He wouldn't listen to me to take one drink in the morning, and it's much better, I find out he hasn't drank in years, And the same thing with Maritza. She don't drink either, So they drank with me, and damn, we had so much fun. I couldn't believe it.
And Bob Taylor's got to give the dog a bone sing-along going on.
Okay, I can't see that. I'm
dog
looking.
bones. Dog bone, everybody.
Oh, shit. Dog bone. And swearing. If you hear anybody swear, they have to drink too.
No, I just stand if they swear.
All right, let me get back here. Okay, there. Let me see here. Okay, now I'm back. We found it. It jumps ahead sometimes, and I have to go back so far to find us. Sarah Butler says, hey guys, Rich, you are so happy tonight. Lovely to see you laughing with Jerry. You know what? I've accomplished so much while Josh hasn't been here. I've stepped up. I've been doing projects so that we got videos to do, and I'm knocking these projects out left and right every day. But every day I wake up, I'm like, I can't move. Get up, lazy. Get up. Let's go. Can we just lay here for another 10 minutes, please? You know, and my conscience is telling me, just get up and handle it. You know, your son's, you know, he's out of it. You know, you got to take up the. So I get up and I start handling things. And, you know, we're getting so many projects done that we're sitting around, you know, and I'm loving it. I'm losing weight also. I'm down to 298 now, which is 42 pounds down from where I started at 340. But because Maritza and Ricky came over, we ate steaks. I grilled out a bunch of different stuff and stuff like that. I've got, you know, food weight in me. So, you know, I gained a little bit back with them being here, but, you know, usually I don't eat that much. But I did stay good to my diet. I didn't eat no bread. I didn't eat no junk. I didn't eat no sugary stuff. I just ate meat. We had chicken one night. We had steaks one night. You know, I think we cooked hot dogs. You know, I just ate meat. And I didn't eat a lot of it. I just ate small portions. So I'm still doing good, but I didn't drop any from the moment they got here till they're gone now. Today, I went down to 298.3, which when they first got here, I was like 298.7, you know? So once I go number 2, there'll be, you know, 10 pounds. I'm kidding. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Ricky fell asleep. Maritza found him. She's like, you know, because she's not in the bedroom ready to go to bed, and he's not around, so she went looking for him. She comes out in the pool room, and she finds him. He's laying on the carpet with one arm in the pool, you know, and he's just sleeping. So I got on her for this. I'm like, so what you do? Did you wake him up and turn him over or anything? She goes, no, I kicked him. Wake up. I'm like, dang. So he wakes up. He's like, I was just petting the alligator car. He was telling us the stories in the morning. That was so funny. So funny.
Yeah, that jaw's tested now.
Harley Jem says, Jerry has definitely helped to make OFR run so Rich can care for Tracy. Thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And now for
it's
me.
My retirement.
Yo, from me. Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Respect, brother.
He's buying dinner tomorrow.
Oh, shit. I said respect, not don't use me.
I don't take it. It's just living. For me. Just being a human being.
Right. Let me see where we're at. Marie Dean says Rich is a big guy with, or a good guy with a big guy with a good heart. How about that? He seems like a good guy with a big heart.
Either way works.
Ken Cummings says, I hope Josh's baby girl get better soon. Oh, they're doing so good.
Yeah,
Josh just went in and, you know, him and Laura both, they cut off her cast and they gave her this little air cast walking on thing because she's healing up so well. And then Joshy, he's got another 6 weeks of no, weight bearing. And they cut off his cast, cut out all the stitches on both ankles. And, he's got this cast he has on now. It's different. But he called me today and said he was coming over. He didn't make it, but he said he was coming over, which was the first time since this has happened. I was like, oh, you're feeling up and about. Let's go, bro, Marita Wooden says, Shauna, you were right about calling him last week because he forgot. Laughing out loud. But they are the greatest people. Lots of fun. Aw, thank you, Maritza. You know what? I was telling her she was such a nice person And then I hear her on her phone with her kids. And she was such a sweet mom to her kids, too. I'm like, you can't leave. You got to stay here. and then she cooks for me. I'm like, no, you can't leave now. I'll tell Ricky something, No. Bob Taylor says substance word. That is dog bone.
Yeah. They hadn't come up with it by then. You're behind.
I'm way behind. All right, let me see here. Ashley Wright says she's usually on Tyler's profile. Tyler who? Tyler what? Tyler, what's the name?
Oh, Lori's here. She just did a super chat for $5.
Oh, hi, Lori. Glad to have you back, sweetheart.
Just tell Spud people. Lori says hit the buttons, people.
You better listen to her. She's the big boss
Hit
lady in
the
charge.
like button. She's not happy with the amount of likes we get.
Shauna, sounds like Shauna says, I knew it. You're absolutely right, Maritza. They are great people. See, when you come to see me, I'm no different than you see me online. I'm no different. I am just, here's, okay. Let me slow down. So I'm complicating things. When I see goodness and happiness and just helpfulness and everybody's doing good, I'm a happy camper. When I see people trying to use you, trying to take advantage of you, I stand up for my fellow, people. And you know what? They came out and they were just the most wonderful people, and we had the most greatest time, and there was no pretending anywhere. It was awesome. We laughed more than I've laughed in the last year, 2 days straight in a row. Jesus Christ, it was fucking hilarious. I can tell you stories that you guys would be rolling on of what happened that night, I don't want to embarrass other people that showed up, so I'm not going to tell you about the guy.
Never know. Let's just leave it alone. Let's
Okay.
get on with some questions. And stuff.
Okay.
You're too far behind to get into.
Oh, so funny though.
Yeah, well.
All right, let me keep reading. Vasquez family's here. What's up, guys? Tyler Kerr, how you doing, buddy? Shanna. Actually, Ross Dingle, sounds like anyone could knock on the door and say, I'm here. And we talked when you said you said that's, doesn't it? That's what I'm talking about.
No, there's a little more than that.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, I had to text.
When
he said that, when he texted me, I had it in writing.
I made a general comment online, and then I don't remember talking to him at all until he's at the door. Yes, there was, sir. We talked 3 months ago. I'm like, shit. I have to go back to oh, God damn it, we did. But, after 2 days, I forget. Don't expect me to remember things from 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Oh, shit.
Well, like I said, at the time, man.
Deb Charge. What's up, Deb Charge? Says dog bone.
Yeah. At the time, I had no idea how long I'd be here or whether I was even going to be here. I knew I was spending the night one way or the other. Whether it was in my car or not, I was spending the night.
Harley Jem says, be a slacker or an ass and expect to get thrown out. You know what? We rag on a lot of people. We joke on a lot of people about being slackers, but I don't really feel. Well, there's a couple community service people that came here. They were like, you couldn't get them off their phone. Hey, I asked you to do this. Can you? Hang on a second. I'm on my phone. That bullshit. But other than that, 90% of the people that come through here are good, hard-working, salt-of-the-earth people. I'm telling you. I'm not used to this. I came from Cleveland where I was like, what the hell are you doing in my yard? Get out of my yard, I protect my children here. This is where I raised my kids. Who are you and what do you want? And I hated people because across the street was the bar. Right here was the apartment buildings where they had a bunch of hookers and stuff. And it was just drug activity all the time. I go to take my kids to school in the morning at 7 o'clock and I come outside and it looks like there's a Irish setter in a car moving up and down. I'm like, what's going on there? Walk up closer, and it's a red-haired girl. You know, I pounded on. I didn't give him peace. I pounded on the window. Get that shit the hell out of here.
Oh wow.
Dude's laying back with his eyes closed. You know, she looks up like, huh? I sent them a packing. Richard says, hell yeah, we definitely are going to be keeping in touch, and I'm definitely coming back out. Had so much fun. We did. We had a great time. Oh, here I see what you're saying. Giving the dog a bone sing along, Bob Taylor. Oh, Prince Vino's here. What's up? Oh, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. This early in the show, I'm caught up. Oh, it's 6:30. It's time for the Tracy update, guys.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Tracy
yeah,
and the
yeah,
Josh
yeah.
update. No, I'm caught up. I'm right there.
Or you skipped over a whole bunch of stuff.
No, I didn't. I've been going up. Oh, shit. I didn't see the Prince Vino thing. Okay, I skipped some.
Skipped a whole bunch. You never even hit Lori's on your screen yet.
I didn't see Lori either. Damn. It jumped on me. I see the Lori, the $5 thing.
Prince Vino, he says, I was walking on the beach in Miami Beach wearing my OFR t-shirt. One person yelled at me, Happy Fishy Friday.
Ah,
And
shit!
another person yelled, Big Rich, Ohio Fish Rescue is as big as the Beatles.
Love it!
Wow.
Love it! Great
See, now
time.
you're just now hitting Lori, and that's way back up for a while.
Oh, Maritza says lots of video. I don't know how to post them on here. You can't post them on here, sweetheart.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to override Tracy. I was just saying you weren't as far ahead as you thought.
Sue Ann goes, Cherry, are you okay? Rich is being awfully nice. Oh, Maritza says,
You left me speechless at that one.
Maritza says, I was so grateful to meet Josh as well, especially in the way he's feeling, and him and his wife and the kids are so kind. I can't wait to see them on their way out. They really wanted to meet Josh, but Josh couldn't make it over. On their way out, they got to stop by Josh's house, and he came outside with his daughter, Laura, and met them. And, he was in his wheelchair and this and that. And I don't even know, did Laura still have her cast on, or did she have her new walking cast, or, the air blow up thing? I mean, what was she like? I don't remember what you saw of her.
They were in such a hurry to get out of here and go stop by Josh's house. They didn't say goodbye when I left.
Oh, Rick says, I messaged you, Jerry. Forgot to say goodbye to you. Yesterday, we were in a hurry to get home. I filled up in Cleveland and made it all the way back to Rockford, Illinois in one tank, and he got his wife home on time for work.
I really didn't expect that. Congratulations.
No.
I thought for sure she was going to have to call her. Good job. And yeah, it was really no big deal. I mean, that was good timing because really no big deal that you didn't say goodbye.
Well, no, we all knew you had to get your wife home in time for work, But Rick says again, it's all good, Big Rich. Next time I'll come there, I'm still drinking with you again, and I'll be taking over your toilet again. Oh, Rick, you're such a trooper.
It was a good time.
All right, so now I can go back to the bottom. Thank you, Lori, for the $5. I appreciate it. You're a sweetheart.
Still got the Tracy report though.
Yeah, I got to start on the Tracy thing.
Trying to catch up first.
Yeah.
There's some good comments there.
Ronaldo says, hey, Rich, are you going to the Legacy Grand Opening this weekend? What the hell are you talking about? They've been open for almost a year.
Yeah, well, you guys.
I know nothing about that.
Public things.
Okay, Ashley Wright says, same as it goes to you, baby. You thought I was so sweet and innocent. Boy, did you have some surprises coming, short and feisty. Who are you talking to, Ashley?
There's a side conversation I'd like to know more.
I want more. I need more info.
Yeah. I'm being deprived of critical need to know information. How you doing, Tyler? Good to see you.
I love that Prince Vino story. I was walking on the
That is
beach
good.
in Miami
That
wearing
is
an Oak Art
cute.
t-shirt. One person yelled Happy Fishy Friday. The other person yelled Big Bridge. Ohio Fish Rescue is now as big as the Beatles. Oh, shit. No. As big as the Beatles. Holy shit. I love it, though. Thank you. Prince Vino, you're the best. All right, here we go. I think we're good.
Good enough for right now.
Lori wants me to put my hair over my shoulders in the front. When I do that, I leave a bunch of hair in the back, you know? So I got the fronts up here. There you go. Pull it down. There you go, Lori. That's for you, sweetheart.
Ashley said she was responding to Tyler Kerr's comments. So,
Hey, Tyler Kerr is a married man, woman.
six one half dozen of the other.
Tyler says, she's talking to me, Rich said, that's my wife. Oh, she's married to her. Holy shit, I did not put that together ever. I'd never do that. Ashley Wright is your wife, Tyler Kerr?
Oh well.
Holy shit. I thought she was hitting on you and your wife's going to have something to say about it.
I was just about to say anything worth having's already taken.
Wow. Okay, now we're caught up. Now I'm going to start the 6:37, Shauna, for the Tracy update. I'm going to go off the bottom so it stays right here. Okay. If I stay all the way to the bottom, it keeps, jumping ahead. But if I go up one comment, it'll stay at that comment right there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll take over the comments right where we leave off now. And this week here, we remember last week we had 4, nurses called off 4 times. It wasn't all the same nurse. It was a couple different nurses. And, I was just dragging ass. I was filling in for their 8 or 12-hour shifts on top of my 2 16-hour. I was doing 80 hours a week, and now I got to take in like another 40 hours. I was dragging ass. It was rough. But this week, everybody showed up. I caught up a little bit until, Rick and Morancis showed up here. So then I'm behind a little bit there. But, I was able to keep going, to comprehend, to keep going, to handle things. And then, not only that, but I'm talking to, our daytime nurse, Latrice. She's like the head nurse. She's like the one that, just loves Tracy to death. She does, she handles all the work. She tells everybody else what to do and what Tracy needs and this and that. She's the head nurse, So I'm telling her, Tracy seemed so much more aware last night, because I got to hand her off to her at 7 in the morning. I can go to sleep. And then, at 7 o'clock, I'm like, I just changed her. She's clean. She's ready for breakfast, And then, Latrice gives her 8 o'clock or 7:30 breakfast, 11 o'clock lunch, and 3 o'clock dinner. Okay. And then an hour after each, she needs to be changed, whatever. But, she handles things. She handles all of it. And then the supply list and all that stuff, she just handles things. And if I falter at all, she's on my ass. Okay. And she's so like, I don't know what I want to say, animated to her. If like, you know what, I felt so tired last night. I was going to just go to sleep and set my alarm for 6:30 and, sleep for like an hour or two before, getting back up and I have a change for you. And you know what I thought to myself? I'm laying there in my bed and my side hurts, so I needed to move. It's time for Tracy to move because she's going to be sore at her side too. So I went out there and I moved her, and then I felt, she needed to change that 5:30 because she was already wet. I'm going to go ahead and change her now. You know what she did? She started dancing. She's like, "Atta boy, that's my boy." And she gave me a high five. She's so animated. I love this girl. um, so she's a great nurse.
She does get going.
She does get going, doesn't she? She's so animated. She's such a sweet nurse. I love her to death. And then the next nurse we got is Marion. She genuinely cares about Tracy. I mean, like, it's her long lost sister. She's buying her little trinkets, like little things, things for her tray thing. I mean, I'm like, stop doing it. You're making me feel bad. Tell me what she needs and I'll buy it, And she's like, oh no, I wanted to get it for her. Love Marion too. Those two are great. And then we have a temporary nurse that is doing on Saturday and Sunday, which is Jackie, and we call her Nurse Jackie because TV Nurse Jackie. And she is just the most awesome sweetheart of a lady. And we have a good school of nurses, and then there's the other like 30 hours. All these nurses are just temporary nurses showing up, and I got to watch them, and they're just so not, they're subpar compared to the rest of my nursing squad. What's that?
Nothing. I'm just thinking about that.
So, but now this next week, Latrice's vacation's coming up, and she's going to be off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday coming up because she don't work weekends. So she's going to be gone 5 days. And the problem is the day nurse that fills in for her is like, just a day nurse, just like it could be this person, it could be that person. They never get her Tracy out of bed. They don't give her bed baths. They don't, do her clothes for her, And when you're a personal nurse, that is part of your job. You have to do the clothes. You have to clean your bathroom. You have to clean your sink. You have to clean Tracy's surroundings. You have to take care of this patient. You have to do this. You have to do the laundry. And, so now that all next week is going to be temporary nurses, I'm going to have to step up. I'm not only going to have to show them because last time we had a temporary nurse, I fed Tracy in the morning and gave her pills. Well, I know for lunchtime, she just gets her milk and protein stuff. And at dinner time, 3, 4 o'clock, she gets her second set of pills. This nurse read on the paper somewhere, and gave her pills. So I gave it to her at 8 o'clock. She gave her another set of pills at 4 o'clock. Or I'm sorry, noon. And it was like 4 hours later. I'm like, oh my God. You got to check her heart rate, her blood pressure, because this is like, she's 800 milligrams over the responsible limit that the doctor set for this drug called Provigil. And you gave it to her back to back, So it's crazy. So I don't know. Oh, Tyler's like, she's talking to me, Rich. That's my wife. I swear to God, I didn't know you guys were married. It should be Tyler Kerr and Tyler's wife, Then I can understand. I know, I'm talking to this lady forever thinking, that's just some lady. And then I'm talking to you forever. I didn't know you guys were together.
They are together. They're not married.
Oh, they're married.
I'm sorry. No, they're not.
No, they're married.
I'm sorry. I've been reading ahead on here.
Right, but they're married. Whether there's a piece of paper or not, they're married.
That factor, yes. You're right.
Yeah. All right, so, and this last week, Tracy has been so, like, aware. It's been crazy. Like, a little thing like this. I go to change her socks, and, I touch her foot. She'll move her foot and leg away. I'm like, whoa, girl, calm down. And I'm like, I go to touch her foot, and she pulls it away again. I'm like, oh, you're ticklish now. Because she used to be so ticklish, And then for years, she wasn't now. She's feeling it more, And I touch the bottom of her foot. She pulls her whole leg away. I'm like, ooh, look at you go, you ticklish, I'm ready to get her now, And then the nurse was Latrice. She was doing her mouth care, which you have to, clean her teeth and, in her mouth and all that stuff. And Tracy really don't like this. You stick this whether it be a toothbrush, whether it be a sponge, whether it be whatever. You stick this in her mouth, and she's all like trying to get away, and then we're used to that, right? And she just pulls back a little bit. But this time, Latrice said she went to start cleaning her teeth, and she gave the biggest snort, like in her face, like, ugh. And she jerked her head sideways, like, get out of my mouth. Latrice said, I actually felt bad. She did not want that, and she's letting us know. She's so much more aware. She's feeling more. She's sensing more, And I'm loving it. I mean, she's just. I told Latrice tonight. I was like, I am so tired, Latrice. I feel like tonight. I think I'm just gonna, change Tracy, put her on her side. I'm gonna crawl in bed behind her and fall asleep. She goes, you should. I'm like, this bed will not support the two of us. It's a small, little, tiny single,
Rick just chin on you.
Rick says, I want to say thank you, Big Rich, for letting us come to your house and meeting you and Jerry and Jeff. Oh, well, thank you, Rick. Tyler says her new nickname is going to be Tyler Wife. I love how we're a whole conversation. Rich and Jerry both right. 11 years, 3 kids, never regretted a single day. She is the most amazing woman. And see, we didn't know she was yours. What the hell, son? Rick goes, I'm letting me go on a rescue. Oh, and letting me go on a rescue with Reaper. That was amazing. I got to see the baby stingray. Ah, Rick, that's the next video. You're not supposed to mention that.
I saw that coming. I was watching. I was he's gonna get it.
Damn it. All right, so the next video is going to be about baby stingrays being born, okay? Some bullshit right here.
Stay tuned for
Rick, man, come on.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Donna says she don't like to admit it, but she's stuck with me. I'm sure she'll admit it. The point is, by the names, you can't put that together. Tyler Kerr and what was her name, whatever. It's just, it didn't fit together. It didn't act like, this and that.
Brittany Ziblis, $50.
Oh,
Happy
Brittany.
birthday to Christina, Maria Dale's daughter.
Oh,
It
wow.
was every Fishy Friday. Please shout her out. Happy Jerry-versary. Thank you. Sue-Ann, hope the Fish family has the best weekend.
Love from the couch.
On the couch. Why do you rock, kid?
Yeah, she's, you know what? She got $100 for her birthday, and she donated it to us.
Yeah.
And we're doing that.
Yeah, we still got up on that one. Yeah.
Well, no, I figured out what I was making.
I know what I'm making.
You know what you're making? Okay, so we can move on now. But me and you are supposed to make a video for her, and that was her birthday money. And now she's donating money to Marie Dean's birthday. Or Marie Dean's birthday daughter.
The only trouble is that I gotta eat it all.
That's not a trouble. Look at you. You son of a bitch. Look at you. That's the sneakiest laugh I've ever seen. Thank you, Brittany. You're a darling. You are a sweetheart.
I'm gonna make a blackberry cobbler and I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
He's like, this is for you, Brittany. 2 spoons. Oh, that's funny. They're such good people. Do you know that the new tanks we got was from her husband?
Yeah, I know. He put
his company that he works for. They donated all the labor, all the welding.
Yeah.
We just paid for the metal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I watched the video.
And he was my first video person. We went up to Chicago and he showed up there and he videoed for me. I mean, he's just a great, and he does great impersonations.
I met him.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, he was here. He stopped by. Once he was here, sure.
Okay. We went to Chicago and, he was there and he videoed for us. And then we went out to dinner, right? And he did the spot on impression of Hoover. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was great. Okay. Let me see where we left off. All right. Mississippi Hippie Fishes says, I'm an elderly caregiver, and it never fails to amaze me how the other sitters make stupid mistakes. They overdosed my patient on milk and magnesia. Oh my God, she had diarrhea for 3 days. The last weekend, it was a mess. I just said that, yes. Oh, yuck. People are like, do you not know your job? You know, there's a Mars book right there that tells you for everything she needs, when she needs it, how to need it. If you don't know, ask me. I've taken care of her for 5 years. I can tell you everything, and I can teach you things, you know? And it kills me. They don't ask, they just do. Monkey says, hey, Big Rich, here you go. Here's to you, Monkey. Sue says, sorry, Rich, I must delete your last comment. What'd I say? What's so funny? What'd I say?
I don't know.
Come on, Sue Ann. You gotta tell me. Send me a text on my phone what I said that you have to delete. I don't say nothing bad. I love everybody. Oh, I must have mentioned a name I shouldn't have mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
The name that should never be mentioned here again. Right. Thank you, Sue Ann. Thank you. I love you, baby. She is such a, you know what? She's got my back. Even when I don't need my back, she got it. You know, I love that. You and Steve are awesome. I fucking love you guys. Marisa Wooden says, I got to touch his Pamela Anderson boobs, and they are soft and squishy. She's talking about my mouse pad here. If you look closely, they are kind of like, you know, boob shaped. Not Pamela Anderson boob shaped, but still boob shaped. And they are soft and squishy, like gel. Pamela Anderson, Big Rich. Ooh, baby. No, I can't compete with Tommy Lee. Hell, shit. You know, what I got to offer her? Nothing, you know? Manny Davis says that waterfall looks outstanding, Rich, with the solar panel. Looks awesome. Oh, thank you. Mississippi Hippie Fishes says, how can they do their job when they can't even know how to work an oxygen concentrator machine? Exactly. Sue Ann said, you said the H word. I was right. I said the H word. The name that shall not be spoken here. Thank you. My bad. Thank you, Sue Ann. Kyle Hines says, what a Big Rich Reaper and all the... Oh, this is not Reaper! This is Reaper's dad. Okay? He had Reaper when he was 9 years old.
Well, at least he didn't call me the Crypt Keeper this time.
Oh, yeah. This is not Reaper. This is the Crypt Keeper.
And Josh sends us $20.
Oh.
Happy Jerryversity, he says. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Them super chats are nice because you demonetized.
Yeah, I turned them off because too many people were complaining. You
Why
know?
just damn commercials?
Yeah. Well, you know what? It cuts a commercial in, and then when you come back, you missed however long that commercial was.
I don't know exactly how that works.
No, I'm telling you, that's what it did. And now you missed it because now you're back on live. You didn't catch anything they said, and you can't re-scroll to see what they said. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get paid for shit for the commercial either.
Well, on a commercial like this live stream here, if I would have had it monetized, I'd make probably $9 to $30. You know what I'm saying? So
It's not worth it.
no, it's not worth it pissing off
Not
our
worth
friends.
the annoyance.
Not worth. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The annoyance of upsetting our followers, our friends, our fishy family. No. So. All right, I'm back to where we were. Dominic says, good to see you guys again on our beautiful Saturday here in Australia. We love Australia. We love your fish. Brittany even says, we don't talk about AKAH. She's such a sweetheart. Your man got lucky finding you. That's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go.
Oh no.
Kyle Hines says, hope your granddaughter and son are recovering well. They are. They're doing really well.
As good as can be expected. Actually, better.
Well, in her case,
yeah. Yeah.
she's only 3 years old, and to take her out of a cast after 6 weeks and put her in an air blow-up cast that you can walk on in the daytime, you can take it off at night.
Yeah. On top of that, later on, she ain't gonna remember none of the know-how.
Right. Because I don't remember. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I don't remember nothing before 5 years old. I remember yelling out the door of my dad's Superbird. He had a Dodge Superbird, and I yelled out the window, "I'm 5, everybody!" And that's my first memory. Period. So if she's 3, she shouldn't remember it at all.
Yeah.
Rick says, now I feel like a jackass. I didn't know. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You have no reason to feel like a jackass. You were a great company, great friend. You did a lot of work while you were here. We moved all them rocks. We got the dog bone in. You worked your ass off. Don't feel like a jackass. I don't know what you're talking about. Jeff charges $20. Says, happy. I'm doing your job.
No,
What's
I already
up?
did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give him double. Happy Jerryversary. And thank you, Jeff Charge. When are you guys coming again? You guys got to come the same weekend that Maritza and Ricky comes. Because I'm telling you, we don't stop talking. We don't stop jabbering. We keep laughing the whole time.
Raheem found an emoji for dog bones, did he?
Oh, there's dog bones. No shit.
I have another one of them picnics. Appreciation picnics.
Rick says, I guess I'm going to have to drink double next time I'm there. Hell yeah, you are. Hell yeah. Bob Taylor says, where'd you find that emoji, Raheem? That's the dog bone emoji. And that's who this is right here. The Crypt Keeper / dog bone.
Hey.
You got 2 monikers, son.
Dogfish, not dog.
Oh, that's
bone.
right. That's right, dogfish. I'm sorry. My bad. So that don't actually fit then. We need a dogfish emoji. When you said dog bone, I thought, oh yeah, that's his name, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry.
Well, there is one they call a dogfish, sand shark, mud shark.
When he says show or movie, stuffed animal, or something special of the sort, what does that mean? Oh, Sue Ann says, I perfectly described a place we visited when I was 2, and there were no pictures taken. Really? So you remember when you were 2, like a flash, and then you don't remember nothing until like 5 or something? That's like crazy. Gotcha. Deb Charge says, that would be awesome, Rich. All right. Craig's Catfish Cave says, good money, Rich. Jerry from Australia. There to you. Maritza says, hell yeah, let's make a plan. I'm down. She didn't want to leave. She's like, I'm down. Let's do this.
Well, we didn't.
I got to be at work at 9 hours, and it's a 7-hour drive.
We didn't have a yard sale this year. We didn't have a picnic.
No, we didn't have the band here. Nothing. We've been so overwhelmed with jobs, though. But you know what? I'm making a hell of a dent in these projects while Josh ain't here. I'm actually fucking. I'm getting it done. You know, every week there's another project done.
Yeah.
You know,
It's happening.
it's happening.
It's not more than, it's just you taking care of business.
Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business. It's all right. And working overtime.
No, we need that part.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I just been pushing myself lately, and we're getting things done. You know, Josh is able to sit back and relax and heal. Gracie says, "You're doing good, Rich. Keep up the good work." I'm not doing good, though. Have you seen my sleeping schedule? As a matter of fact, let me tell you this story. I got drunk with them, and I was hungover like a sumbitch, right? But I had to take care of Tracy. So I went through the shakes, the hot sweats, while taking care of Tracy. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, my nurse shows up, and I go in and go to bed. And then I hear on my phone, Skylar texted me. And oh my God. I was talking to her back and forth. Everything was nice until I was like, I haven't felt this bad since I quit drinking, or / you made me quit drinking, because Skylar got sick. She was going to die. She didn't want no one around drinking. So I had to stop drinking because of her. And then she answers me back, "I didn't make you quit drinking." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, you did," And I explained all this stuff, and I went off on her, and I told her, I'm like, I wouldn't have stopped drinking if it was for you.
Boy, you make your life miserable if you did.
So I actually said at the end of the conversation, I went off on her a little bit. I was a little bit mean because I'm cranky. I'm tired. And I said, but thank you, because now I drink a lot less and I have less hangovers. So that's a lot better in life, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't take it like that. She got upset, and I got upset back, and I told her off, and this and that. And you know what? I had to, text her this morning, and because I reread everything, and I'm like, damn, I was being mean. I'm not usually mean. So I apologized to her. I told her I was drunk, hungover. I only had 2 hours sleep, or actually 3.5 hours sleep. And I'm sorry for treating you that way. I shouldn't have treated you that way. I didn't mean to treat you that way. I will not treat you that way in the future, And I apologize to Skylar for the first time in years. And you know what? She took it very well, and she thanked me for, blah, blah, blah. And, she's being sweet to me. So, it all worked out. But, man, I was mean. That's not me. Ask Maritza. It's not me. I don't want to be mean, But the moment she said, texted me back that I didn't make you stop drinking, I'm like, hell yeah, you did. You don't want no one drinking around you, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And, I read her the riot act. And, I'm reading it back. I'm like, damn, I was mean. I shouldn't have been that way. I shouldn't have. So, me as a good person, I apologize for my actions. But please understand, I went, 2 16-hour shifts, getting drunk, each night. Not getting but 2 hours sleep first night, 3.5 the second night. I was cranky. Don't yell at me when I'm cranky. I don't know. So I did the right thing. I stood up. I was the bigger guy, and I apologized to her.
Hey, Ray, you made the connection between dogfish and dog bone.
What's that?
When we started out the live stream, everybody was saying Jerry was the drinking word. And then we changed it to dog bone. And then when I said my name was dogfish, not dog bone, he said, well, the drinking word now is dogfish instead of dog bone.
There you go, dogfish.
So he made the connection. Somebody would.
Marisa says, yes, Rich is so nice and kind and very sweet and big. Aw, thank you, Marisa. I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to fight with anybody. I really don't. And if I went off on her, I have to be the better adult, a good-hearted adult that does right and apologize for my actions. You've heard me before. bitch about her actions. But this time, I'm apologizing for mine. I was cranky. Sometimes, people don't have understanding for your crankiness, no matter how much you tell them you're going through. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't have treated them that way. And you're right. I shouldn't have. So I'm sorry. So I apologize, and she accepted, and she's being very nice now. So Skylar's a good girl. Tyler says, "You 6'4", aren't you always the bigger man?" Don't take that in New York. And why others say, okay. Mandy Davis says, "Rich, I've got another snake I've got to look after. Her name is Rose." Ooh. Is that a snake named Rose, or a girl you moved in that's like hitting on your man or something? I don't know where this is going.
Matt May says you can drink for me. I got 7 years sober.
Oh, I'll drink for Matt. I'll drink for Matt. Matt's my buddy. Here you go, Matt. This is for you, buddy.
Congratulations, Matt. I've got 43 years.
You do have
44 now.
44 now. As of tonight, yeah.
Well, not tonight necessarily, but yeah, it's good on. It was 43.
Well, you know what? If it makes your guys' life better, no drinking for you, great. I drink, and it doesn't cause me a problem other than like every once in a while I tell off somebody. So, if it's good for you, more power to you, Great. That's awesome. Maritza says, "Jerry is like a book. He knows so much. I love the knowledge that he gave to me while I was there. Love you, Jerry. You're the best."
Thank you very much.
He's only repeating things I told him.
How's that go?
I don't know. I'm a dumbass, okay? I'm sorry. Is that how it goes?
Pretty much.
Okay. Mandy, if you got another person in your life you have to look after named Rose, I'm sorry for you. If you have another snake named Rose, then that's cool, whatever it is for you. I don't know.
No, the way it works is that if you can't blind them with brilliance, you baffle them with bullshit.
Ken B comes up with a very, very good question. When are you going to live stream from the platform in the pool? We were setting up the platform in the pool. It will. It will, son. It will. Stick with Dad. You'll learn a lot. Did you ever feel like backhanding me before this moment? Yeah! No bullshit, Jerry! Okay. We are going to do it. The point was, we needed to set up for this celebrity, podcast we were going to do. And that got put off until Josh is better. So did doing the live stream, because why move this out there? And we got to move the computer, we got to move the table, we got to move the chairs, we got to move the table. I got to find a way to set up that TV. I got to move the lights out there. We don't need to do that until this other podcast is ready. When it's ready, we will do it all, and then we'll do maybe 1 or 3 weeks out there before we move it all back. Tyler says, the other problem is the hangover. I would say eat a lot of bread, but you're not eating bread. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I fill this up with, I take my pinky, I put it on the bottom of the cup, I put my 3 fingers on there. 2.5 fingers of vodka. So the cup is full this much with vodka now. How I got to that, I took a regular glass you get at a bar, and they have 1 shot in a drink. And I poured it in here. The 1 shot and the drink. And then I did another glass, 1 shot and a drink, 1 shot and a drink. And it filled this glass up to about here. So I know that, let's put 3 shots in the glass and see where it goes. It came up to my pinky's under the glass, right? Pinky's under the glass right here. And then my other 3 fingers are here. It comes up 1, 2 right here. That's 3 shots. So I put 3 shots in there, and then I fill it up. I put the grape juice in, or the grape crush, and then I fill it up with water that whole way. So I'm drinking this much water for every drink I drink, but every drink has 3 shots in it, you know. So that's what they serve you at the bar. That's my basis of this foundation, and I hydrate while drinking alcohol. Okay, so it works for me. It works good. It, you know, my thing don't work. You know, if it works for me, it's not necessarily perfect to work for everybody else. Like Rick, he likes, you know, sucking on a bottle behind anybody when no one's looking. You know, and then going in and, you know, petting my gar. It's the water. All right, let me see what else we got here. Oh shit, my glasses got. I gotta clean these guys. Now I can't see nothing. All right. Oh, that's so much better. All right, here we go. Tyler Kerr says, I'm glad you didn't keep those snakes. I hate snakes. Snakes make me want to throw up. I don't know why, and are the scariest thing next to heights. Everything besides spiders or snakes, I love them. I'll tell you what, I haven't puked in many years, but the night Maritza and Ricky were here, I puked at nighttime, and then I puked in the morning. For no reason at all. And then we got drunk again. Raheem says, I'm sober almost 10 months. It don't show. You're making everybody drink, bro. Come on, have a heart. Oh, I'm reading you guys' side things here. So it says, Raheem, aren't you currently purchasing the ingredients for Rich's drink? Tyler Kerr says, Ashley, no comment. This is a family-friendly show. Don't set me up for shit like that. Do you remember that Ashley is his wife? And I just learned this tonight.
Tyler just said he didn't like snakes, and Ashley just said she'll learn to like them when she gets one.
Right. That's either something medieval or something sexual. I'm gonna let that go at that.
Yeah.
Tyler, run! Ashley ain't fucking around. Oh, Colby Sherwood says, hi, all. I'm from New Zealand. We just had daylight savings. It's now midday. Awesome. I can finally have a drink with you guys. Here's to you, Colby. Here's to you. Hell yeah. Oh, Rick has something to say what I said. That wasn't me sucking on the bottle. That was Church Boy. We can't get into that story, can we? That was the funniest shit ever, though. No, I gotta tell them. They're already peaked. I gotta tell them. You signed the waiver, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, then I can tell the story. Here's the thing. This guy was here. Okay. Rick's called him Church Boy. Okay. He asked me, where can I piss? And we're on the back deck. I'm like, you can walk off the steps of the back deck and go into the woods and just piss right there. Or you can go in the house, you know, and down the basement and piss there. And he goes, okay. And he walks over to the end of the deck where we all lost sight of him. And he's gone a few minutes, and we get a phone call. He's like, dude, I'm at a church. I'm like, how the fuck far did you walk into the woods? There's no church around here. He goes, dude, I'm at a church. And he goes, Oh, someone at the table, I think it was Rick or Maritza. It's like, I hear him. He's right here. he he walked over to the end of the deck, forgot the stairs, and he walked off the end of the deck and went, what? He's lying in the grass next to the deck. He looks up and sees the what do you call that? The lattice that I've got on the side of it. He thinks it's a church. I'm like, dude, I can hear you. You're not at a church. You're right close to us. There's no church close to us.
Follow the voices.
We go out there, we get him up, and we bring him back on the team. He still hasn't gone piss.
He just walks right straight off.
He walked straight off the deck and plopped in the grass. It was about a 2.5 foot ball. There was no step there. Well, there's the steps. I don't need them. Screw the steps. He calls me in the morning when he gets home. He's like, dude, how you feeling? I'm like, no, bro, how are you feeling? It was the funniest shit ever. He's, and here's the thing, what Rick's talking about. He came there and he's like, oh, I'll do a shot. So I bring him a shot glass and I set the vodka down next to him. Refill your shot glass if you want, And he takes that first shot. I turn around, I'm talking to Rick and Lorenza and Linda and all these other people and this and that. And, next thing you know, dude's falling down on me and, he's hitting the ground. I'm like, dude, are you all right? And he's trying to climb. Where's the bathroom? He's over there sucking on that bottle. Left and right. We didn't see it. I told you guys we had a great night. It was fun. He's actually coming by this weekend. He called me back. Oh shit. Harley Gem says Fishy Friday is not family friendly. I put that online. It's not family friendly. I ticked the little tick. It's not family friendly. Because Fishy Friday is me getting able to hang out with you guys. Our live stream, our videos daily, I try not to, swear. I try not to, anything like that. I edit out a bunch of stuff. And, but our Friday nights, fuck it. We're swearing. I grew up with it. It's there. Ashley says, seriously, I tried so hard to be family friendly, but our group has no filter. Maritza says, he said, come find me. I'm at the church. Yeah, he did. If it wasn't you noticing the sound, and he's like, oh, you're right there, bro. I don't know where he got the church from. I don't know. It's still funny. Tyler says, I do have an 18 plus stamp on it. Maritza says, behind the scenes is so great. Bob Taylor says, so it's no longer family. It's never been family friendly. Not the Friday Fishy Friday.
And Ricky got to go out with Reaper on one of the rescues. That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Because, I drink and I hang out with you guys. This is my night out. This is my going to the bar night. This is my hanging out with the guys night. This is my going out night. This is the only time I get to hang out with my friends, catch a little buzz, have some fun, right? So I've never taken it as family friendly. Reem says, Rich, I think you're too drunk. Not yet, but we can fix it. How about that? How's that as an answer? When I'm too drunk, you'll see me drinking from a toilet paper roll, okay? I've got my little Tracy, thing here. I can watch Tracy. She's right here. I can see her. And we're good. And Jerry don't drink at all. I've never had to use Jerry as a backup, but if I needed a backup, Jerry would be there for me. I don't care how he talks about me. I don't care what he says. I know for a fact he'd be there, So, he's a good guy. Bob Taylor, so just what was the point of After Hours? This is After Hours. I don't have another show called After Hours. This is it.
After Hours just means we stick around after 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. That's what it means. I see where you're coming from now. If, I'm still having fun and we're doing a great time, Jerry might be like, I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed. All right, I'm going to stay after hours. That's where that came from. After 8 o'clock, James Witzel says, Jerry's so stoned, man, come on. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Raheem says the toilet paper story is awesome. Fuck you, Raheem. You still have pictures of it, of the meme that you made and put out against me. I know you did it, Raheem. Deb Charge goes, he's not as stink as you drunk he is. Mandy Davis says, always looking forward to every Fridays, watch you on live stream. You always make us laugh, Rich. Well, thank you. There's a few people out there that don't think I'm funny and tell me, stop trying to be funny. You're not funny. You're an asshole, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, seriously?
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell he got me out here.
Oh, he did not want to do the live stream at all. I'm like, Josh quit because Josh don't want to do this at all. Josh quit, and I'm like, Jerry, come on, just hang out with me and be online. I swear to God, it'll be fun. He did the first week. He's like, that wasn't fun. He did the second week. He's like, you know what? That wasn't fun either. The third or fourth, he started coming around. Oh, shit. Tyler Kerr goes, oh, no, empty cup, quick. A vodka and grape crush powder, quick. Or he's going to need a empty paper towel roll, No, Tyler, I'm good. I'm set. I got another one right here, okay? Thank you, though, bro. Appreciate the carry. Jerry, you need more coffee. I'm having a blast. Thank you all, my Fishy family. Jerry and Rich, it's amazing. Love you. Aw. You know what, Tyler? You the man. Gracie and her gaggle says, Rich, I always look forward to Fishy Friday. Well, we can always have fun, that's all that matters. And if I'm doing something or I'm not doing something, you guys can always remind me, oh shit, I do need to do that, and I can put it on my list, Tyler says, Jerry is amazing. You got to give him props. He does a lot.
Dog bone or dogfish or whatever squeezes your trigger.
How about this? Give me this arm.
No, it ain't.
Give me the arm.
Ain't happening.
Give me the arm.
No.
Trust a friend. Trust a friend.
I said no.
I said trust a friend.
I said no.
Give me the arm. No. Give me the arm. Give me the arm.
Ain't happening.
Give me the arm, Jerry.
If I give you the arm, it's going to be this one.
Whatever. Give me the arm. Come on.
No.
Give in.
No,
seriously. No.
Talk to the people.
You motherfucker.
You're not here to play with me. You're here to talk.
I'm not playing with you. Give me your fucking hand. I've got my
right
handshake
now.
out here. I'm telling you, give me the arm. Right now. Let's go. Shake my hand, Jerry.
It's a left hand.
Give a fuck.
You can.
Okay. I'll change hands. Thank you for all you've done. You're a great friend. I appreciate you.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah, that was some bullshit, Jerry. That's some bullshit. There was no trust there. What the hell?
I've seen too many of your damn practical jokes.
No, I'm not joking. When it comes to something serious, I would never joke.
Or he just did me.
Sue Ann says, looks like Tyler's going to go play with the snake. Only because his wife won't. I'm sorry, Tyler. I love you. I love you, bro.
So much for any sip on some family friendly.
There's no semblance of family friendly here.
Not anymore.
Hell, you didn't even trust me. And I've lived with you for 3 years. Oh, shit. Okay, Lars Breedman says, when are the fish going into the dog bone? Okay, here's the thing. I have to live my life right now based on Josh ain't here doing videos. I have to do his video every week. I have to do my videos every week. So every video is another project. So I do whatever I can to get projects ready so that the next video is going to entail this video getting done. And then we've got that video. I've got like 11, projects I've got going that I need to get done. And each one's going to be a video. So that ain't saying that we can't go back and revisit like the new tank we just put up, and I can do the lighting above that because that will be a video. So I'm trying to do all the projects. I took a listing, like 16 projects. I took a listing and I'm like, I can do this one. Let's put that up top. I can do that. And I moved all the ones I think I can do up top. And then the ones that are harder that I need, more work with or more people are in bottom. So I'm getting this one done. Let's finish that. Let's do the video. It's done. Let's move on to the next one. And that's what I'm trying to do because Josh needs to stay home and heal. He can't do no projects. Remember, I was doing the behind the scenes here of what work gets done during the day, and he was doing the projects. I'm now taking over all of his videos, doing the projects and the working videos, So I'm trying my ass off and, going without sleep and doing everything I can to cover for Josh. And, Jerry's been actually helping out. He's been, stepping up and doing other things too. He's doing the feeding of all Josh's food and all that stuff. And then, he's helping me remember this or do that or, he helps out a lot. So we're taking over for Josh and doing what he's not doing now. You know what I'm saying? And giving him the time to heal, basically. And if I can't do that for my son, what the hell kind of parent am I? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with less sleep. I'm doing more work. I'm getting it done. That's all that matters. I just want, let's get it done and try, When Josh comes back, I can take a break and I can sleep for a couple of days,
Basically, the way it works out here is things get done with as much people as we can use to get things done.
Yeah.
Without Josh, we're shy one person.
No. Without Josh, we're shy 3 people.
Well, yeah. But I mean, shit gets done. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's waiting on having 4 or 6 people here before we can move the dog bowl.
Oh, and that took me like 2 weeks. I kept trying to get people here. I kept trying. And then finally, we're like, I have 8 people coming. 5 of them showed up. So we did it with the 5 of us. We didn't lift it up over the chrome thing and carry it. We floated through the water. We did, we did what we had to do. Tyler Kerr says, dog bone to Josh, little Laura, and Tracy. I'm so glad they're all doing amazing. Yes, everybody's doing good. Tracy's doing so good. The kids are doing so good. Josh is doing actually great. He is staying. See, little Laura, it was hard to talk her into, don't walk on your cast, honey. But she wants to get from there to there, and she's scooching. The next thing you know, she's up on her cast, and she's walking her leg way out to the side, on her heel. We're like, no, don't put no weight on that, And she couldn't understand it. She didn't know, So now she's doing a lot better. She's the youngest, so she healed the bestest. You can't even tell her black eyes are gone.
Yeah.
You can't tell her nose is broken. You can't tell her face was fractured in 5 places. It looks like a Laura, She's adorable again. And she was so swollen and so, oh my God, it broke my heart, And
she's going to come out of a stronger little girl.
Well, that's what, I told my son, I'm like, here's he's got the newborn, JJ.
Yeah.
And I sent him a thing. I found him like, oh, this looks cool. It's a little backpack that the kids wear. Oh. And if you go to fall, it instantly inflates and it has a bubble of air on the back of their head. So where they fall backwards, they land on the cushion of air, right? And you know what Josh's response was to me? He goes, Jesus Christ, Dad, I'm raising warriors over here. I mean, for fuck's sake, my daughter just got hit by a car. You know, I'm like, he's like, I don't need no little airbag for the babies. You know? I'm like, that is the most cleverest, awesomest response I've ever heard in my life.
I was down on Cannon Beach, Oregon, and this lady has got her child, about 3 years old, wearing one of those inflatable life vests, along with a harness and a leash, walking on the beach.
What the fuck?
And she ain't nowhere near the water. She's up on the... and she is, I mean, the first time my first child picked up an earthworm, my wife went crazy, washed his hands. My second child picked up an earthworm. I just took it away from him and told him that was dirty. The third child picked up the earthworm. My wife just says, "Oh, let him eat it. Didn't kill the first two."
Joanna Nellis says, Rich, you're doing an amazing job, and thank you, Jerry, for being there for Rich and Josh. Shauna says, dog bone, dog bone, dog. Oh, shit. Drink up, people.
All right. Thank you, Shauna.
All right. Let's put this over here. Because I was doing the dishes. Shauna, you ain't been here once and done the dishes. You got a mission in life now.
Oh, that's Chris.
Matt says, thank God they're doing good. Thank you, Matt. The S-Kids family sent $5. Says, thank you both and all of our family for having another wonderful Fishy Friday. You know what?
They're doing my job again.
I'm sorry. But, it just feels so right. All these great people are together. We're hanging out. We're doing this. People come out, visit, and they leave, and they're like, exactly as I expected, and it's all so good. I love all you guys. It's just amazing. Oh, shit, it jumped. Okay, here we go. Oh, Deb Charge says, allorable. That's great. I love it. Do you remember the bad nurse we had named Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got a new nurse. And, she's of African descent. But I shouldn't say this. We call her Blobbin. That's short for Black Robin.
Well,
because she's just like Robin. She
what
just
do you do if your nurses are watching this?
Well, then we get another temporary nurse. That's the one nurse. The other three, this one.
Trouble getting nurses about you.
I know. I shouldn't be talking.
You shouldn't be shooting nurses.
All right. Fish family says, thank you, Vasquez family, $5 super chat. Deb Char says, thank you, Vasquez family. Raheem says, thank you, Vasquez. Tyler Kerr says that, no, I'm just reading what was behind this one. All right, so here's the next one. Are you going to read it, or you going to do your job, or do I have to do it for you?
Well, I started the last one, and you overrode me, so.
Dude, I want you to shake your hand. What the hell?
All right. Pulaski, $20. In the middle of building my own pond like you guys. Hope Josh and his daughter get better soon.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you. If you need anything, you need to know anything, just text us. We'll definitely help you out.
Yeah.
Fish family says, thank you, Lasky Life, for the $20 super chat. Gracie says, thank you for the support. Jeff Charge says, thanks, Lasky. Tyler Kerr says, the Lasky Life, amazing. Thank you. Doompy says, Lasky Life, fire. Raheem says, thank you, Lasky Life. Matt LeMay says, Josh is one amazing daddy. He had a great dad for a role model and to follow it so it comes natural to him. Big Rich, you've done one hell of a job with your... Aw, thank you, Matt. That's awesome. Raheem says, fuck you guys, drink. That's what I get out of that. I got dog bone, dog bone, dog bone, dog fish, dog fish. How about that? Drink up, everybody. Raheem's trying to get us drunk again. Gracie says, I love my fishing family. See, that's how I feel. I get to hang out with you guys on Friday. I can't wait for Fridays. I get to hang out with you guys. You know, it's awesome. And, you know, I rose the kids. I teaching them everything they could ever know. Drywalling, you know, plumbing, flooring, everything. You know, because we had the apartments, and you know, I was all the houses I had, and the kids learned everything. And then I taught them to be, you don't need to rely on no woman for nothing, you know. And then they each got good wives. I mean, their wives are right there. All they care about is their family and wanting to take care of their family. And they're awesome, you know, both of them. Brittany is the greatest mother. Richie's wife, Michelle, she is such the sweetheart. You know, they haven't a kid yet, but she is such the sweetheart. She is so willing to help at any point. I am so proud of, well, those two. And then I have my firstborn. He's married and has, you know, my second grandbaby down in Cincinnati. And they're all good girls. They're all great girls. They're all doing great. The whole family's doing good. I love that, you know. So let me see. Shauna says, did the Pacu get moved yet? No. Matt Levine says, Friday nights make my bad days better. Ah, thank you.
It's Rick Wooden is $20 and a super chat says, thanks for being you.
I want to change that. It says, thanks for letting me see the guy walk off the deck. That was worth paying for to see that.
I think the only one that's shying is me.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it, brother. That's funny. Oh, my phone. Let's see who that is. Could be Joshy. It is Joshy.
Give us a hard time or somebody coming?
Guy is coming at 8:30 in the fence. I get to sleep at 7:30 tonight. The guy's coming at 8:30 for the fence. He goes, sorry about your sleep. You're welcome for the fence? What do you mean you're welcome for the fence? I'm paying for it.
Our guy's going to be working on the fence tomorrow?
At 8:30 in the morning. I get to sleep from, the nurse gets here at 7.
Well,
I get to go to sleep for
an
an hour.
Start getting busy on the fence. Just let him go get busy on the fence and sleep.
Well, the problem is he wants all the brush and trees cut back 18 inches so that he has room on their side to nail on the boards and all this stuff. So while he's digging the holes, I got to be out there cutting down trees, cutting down branches, cutting down, you know.
What help?
You no help. That's what I'm saying.
Call one of your community service people and tell them to get your money over for snow.
Once complete, you owe him 2 of the. Oh, I'm going to have to pay him 2 diamond sturgeon and 2 paddlefish. Okay. He's paying for the labor and the fencing, and we're giving him 2 paddlefish and 2 diamond sturgeon and 2 paddlefish. He says, P.S. Your plate is back on the chopper. How did my plate get back on the chopper?
Like Josh checking in with us. Thought us were screwed in the morning.
Toomby says, that's sick, Rick. Thank you. Harley Jim says, so nice for your kids. You're doing well. Helps ease stresses. Yeah. Hey, Dep, your dog needs to go out? Okay, Sue Ann says. Oh, that's his wife. She's like, take your dog out, dumbass. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embellish there. Matt LeMay says, I got no fishes, so your Fishy Fridays are my fix. But you get to hang out with a million people with good hearts. You know, I love my family. Prince Venus says, "Are your freshwater fish smart enough to taught tricks? My cichlids certainly are not." Oh no, your cichlids are. They can be taught tricks. Trust me, they are smart enough.
It surprised the hell out of me. I mean, I'm used to the cichlid type of
Sue goes, "No, that's what I meant."
but those rays out there are just smart as a whip. And the clown knife, that's the one that really surprised me because that is just kind of a stupid looking fish. They look
Don't
stupid.
you call my fish stupid?
I said they look stupid. I didn't call them stupid. But that is one intelligent.
If I say your kid looks stupid, do you think I'm calling him stupid?
that gold knife that I rescued, remember I picked it up. It's like a jungle giant. He'd been living in the same tank, in the same living room, watching the grandkids grow up. I mean, this was his home. I rescued him. I took him out of that tank, picked him up like a baby, put him in a tub, brought him here, put him in a 150-gallon tank. It was almost 2 months before that thing ate. And it was just moping. That we pulled him out of his living room. He'd been in his whole life. That was his family, you know. And I mean, and so intelligent and getting to know us, you know, literally had to get to know him before he'd take food from me.
Okay, so basically, when I cook breakfast for you, you eat it. And the next day, I'm like, the next day I'm waiting for you to cook breakfast for me.
Man.
This guy.
It's got nothing to do with the fish down there.
Hey, because that's nonsense. Your thoughts are nonsense, Rich. He minimizes me so much. I feel so abused over here.
Intelligent.
Oh, you motherfucker. Well, you just said that. The fish are intelligent. You're not. I told you, he's got a brain. He's like, I don't know, 20 years older than me, but he's fucking quick on the wit. Shauna says, "Ross, that's called pulling a Jerry." There's a thing out there named after you?
No, Ross earlier says I spilled water on the floor last
Oh,
week.
yeah, that's definitely called pulling a Jerry.
I'm glad I don't have to compete with that dog bone anymore.
Oh, Doopy is right. Dolphin nose fish are considered smartest of all freshwater fish. You can teach them to like retrieve the ball, put the ball through the hole, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they are very smart.
Any of the morbids, the elephant fish,
Mormids.
Mormid, yeah. Not morbid.
Not morbid.
Yeah.
It's morabids. Oh shit. Well, we're having a good time here Friday night. It's cruising along just good. Not morbid, Sean.
Sean is right on top of that
one. Oh,
one.
you was on top of that one. It's actually more mids. Okay. Very smart fish. Jerry, you're not wearing your hat tonight, Mandy says.
I took her off.
It's right over there.
It was warmer in here when I first came in, and I took my shirt and my hat off.
David Smith says, "Rich, I know there aren't a lot of opportunities, but do you ever try to just take a day off?" I wish. Go to the lake, drive the car, go to one of the boys for barbecue. Okay. I am gearing up. October 8th is my son Richie's, the older brother, birthday. He's celebrating on the 11th. So I want to either drive my Harley over to his house or my Camaro over to his house. But the problem is, once I get there, I want to get drunk with him. And I don't have little Tracy to drive me home. She was always my designated driver. So I need somebody to go with me that don't drink and just hang out so I can come back home. So no, as long as I push myself every day to get up and get something done, eventually I can take a break for a day and go do something, And right now it is the only thing around is my son's birthday. So I am going to go do that, but I still have to put out my videos, Josh's videos, and then Josh's videos for like, YouTube, standing up version instead of sideways version. So, I mean, I got a lot of shit to do, and I'm trying to keep it going and keep going every day and do it and this and that. And then, Skylar contacts me in the middle of, I'm hungover like a son of a bitch, and I treat her a little like shitty. And, I've always bitched about Skylar being mean to me, and this time I was mean to her. So I apologized, and, she took it. She appreciated it. She said thank you. And, everything's good. Lars Bremen says, does Jerry have a driver's license?
Yes, he does.
In another state. Yeah, give all the info. Not here. Now, does Jerry have a license plate? Yes. Expired as a motherfucker. No?
No,
It's still good?
I got the tags
Oh, you got the tags, fine. When was this?
just the other day.
You didn't tell me.
The mail that came in.
Oh, you were waiting on the mail for the tags. Yeah. I remember that, yeah. All right, so now he's got tags and he has plates. The car runs like shit. We're going to have to fix it for him. What we're going to have to do is he was driving and it says, he said it has no power. Couldn't get up the hill going into Brunswick. So it's only a 4-cylinder. So I'm thinking 2 or 3 of the cylinders aren't firing. First thing we're going to do is buy new spark plugs, replace all 4. See, now here's how you can tell if the motor's running good. You take your heat gun and you push it on the exhaust of every cylinder. It's running for 5 minutes. 380, 350, 390, 110. This one ain't firing good. You know what I'm saying? And you fix that. It could be the injector, whatever, and you fix it to where they're all nice and hot. Now he'll have all the power in the world. You know what I'm saying? We got to step in and do that for him because obviously he's not capable of doing this himself, but we are going to do that for him. I've been talking about it for like 2 months now. But now that he's got plates, I didn't know you had plates. You didn't tell me.
No,
And,
it's all legal.
okay, so we just need
Or
to get your car driving.
It's legal, so I'm going to get it.
Right? We just need to get your car to be able to make it up the hill now.
Well, I can run after groceries and stuff.
No. We're going to help you out.
I ain't taking it no further away that I can't walk back.
We're going to help you, Jerry. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. I don't use it all that often anyway.
Shauna says, I have a ton of beautiful guppies, endless. My sister saved 7 tiny babies from a tank that was left behind. The tenant was evicted. Now I have 3 tanks of them. Harley says her daughter's birthday is on the 6th. That's in 3 days. Shauna says, I'm about to eat some chilaquiles. The hell is that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Train Club says, is Jerry a fugitive? I love that. Are you, Jerry?
No.
There's no tribe looking for Jerry, okay?
Oh, you did jump a little.
What was that?
Nothing. No, you jumped a little bit.
Tyler Curtis says, Jerry is like that Joe Walsh song. I got my license, but I can't drive. Got a Mercedes, reaches 185.
Yeah, I'm not quite that bad.
What was that? That was Joe Walsh. Life's Been Good.
Yeah.
I got a, what was it, Mercedes. I ride in the back. I lock the doors in case I'm attacked.
Yeah.
And then Sue Ann says, no, Tyler, I can't drive 55. That's more, Sammy Hagar. I can't drive 55. Matt Lane says Tyler's lifestyle's been good to him so far. Tyler Chris says, Matt, I like your first comment. I like to do that without kids. Okay. Whatever that was. Lars Bremen says, get some cheap scan tool for the car. Don't know what that is. Bob Taylor says, Maserati. Back referencing the Joe Walsh song. Tyler Curtis says, Matt, yes, for real. Such an amazing musician. Training Club NWNY. Is Jerry a Cleveland Browns fan? Ooh, that's a good question.
Not particularly.
Motherfucker.
Whatever. I'm not that big a football fan. I spent 20-some years in the Green Bay area. I'm not that big a Packer fan. Although I do enjoy their games. At least they win once in a while.
You motherfucker. Now, mind you, I'm a Browns fan from 50 years ago, and I agree with them. We don't win, okay? We actually had a team here that got up and left Cleveland and went to Baltimore, and they called them the Baltimore Ravens. And that first year that team left us and went to Baltimore and we had no team, they hit the Super Bowl. What the hell? It's insane. It's insane.
Well, Green Bay never gets beaten. They never lose. They lose. I mean, they don't get beaten. They lose. They beat themselves. Anytime Green Bay loses a game, it's because they screwed up.
Harley Jem says, Hot Rod Lincoln. Now, what does that bring to mind?
Oh, I know that song.
Commander Cody.
Yeah.
Hot Rod Lincoln.
Yeah.
Or if you don't stop driving that, Hot Rod Lincoln. You know?
Oh, I like the Little Nash Rambler. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's good. How do I get us our car out of second gear?
Lars Bremen says, will the scan tool see what the car says wrong? I don't know. I've got a brand new scanner I just got yesterday. I'll hook it up to his car and see.
It's 2006. It should register something.
Joanna Nell says, how is Reaper doing? He didn't sound good in his last video. No, he was hurt.
Oh, he's hurt.
He's in sore pain. He broke his rib again, and he's hanging over, and now he's got sciatica down his leg, and he actually went to the hospital for that. He's in so much pain. He can't stand up. He's in pain.
Yeah, broken ribs almost chronic. All he's got to do is touch it.
Right. Murray Dean says, hasn't been good since the Cardiac Kids. You weren't here. The Cardiac Kids. That was an amazing season. I mean, oh my God, we had so much hopes, but that's all we ever had every year. Oh, we got more hopes next year. We got more hopes next year. We got more hopes. Yeah, they never made it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I gave up on the Browns. I'm not a football fan no more at all. I don't try. Nothing. I don't have football parties here. Nothing. It's just.
I enjoy a good game. But I just don't agree with watching something. I don't want to watch 3 hours or something to see an hour of football.
Yeah, that's a problem
That's
nowadays.
Bullshit.
Yeah. There's so many.
And they want to charge you for it on top of that.
Yeah.
It's bad enough they got to charge you to watch a good fight. At least they can almost justify that.
And Judo Flip says, yeah, the commercials are insane. You know what? We're here. We're having fun. We pool our money and we watch a show.
Yeah.
It should just be entertaining. It shouldn't be 2 hours of commercials.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. Harley Jem says, same thing. So much extra BS other than the game. Judo Flip says, yeah, the commercials are insane. You know, it's just, you know.
That's the commercial.
Let's go back to the 50s
That's
or the 60s.
commercial
You know what I'm
lifestyle.
saying? We got
Yeah.
fondue fucking things. We got cheese platters. We got this, and we got the game. You know, and that was it. You know, there was no commercial. There was no bullshit. Train Club says, "Agree, Tyler. Jerry and Rich would be electric on Monday Night Football."
I don't know.
Oh, Prince Vino says, "What about Bernie Kosar? Wasn't he? He was awesome.
As long as they
Awesome.
as long as they put Shia Twain in between us here.
Oh. No, Bernie Kosar was back in the days of the dog pound and all that kind of shit. I mean, there was so much potential for the Browns, and yet I still got sucked in, and then they never made the playoffs. You know, it was horrible every time. You know.
Well, you think with all the first picks you got, you get something to work with.
Gray Guy says, same problem with the Indians. Got close a couple times in my life, but no cigar. You know what? It was the Indians, it was the Indians, it was the Indians, you know, oh, this year, and it never panned out. Now, we lost the name. They're called the Guardians. Are you serious?
Hey, when I was living in Phoenix, the Raiders got in a fight with Los Angeles over the stadium. And so they just said, well, we're leaving that. And started making arrangements to come to Phoenix. That had been the Phoenix Raiders. Okay. And then, well, Los Angeles says, well, we'll build you a brand new stadium. So they went back to Los Angeles. And then we ended up with the Cardinals. And then, which is, the Cardinals. And then the Raiders ended up going to Las Vegas. I grew up as a Raiders fan.
I grew up as an Indians fan, you know, and all that kind of shit. And then I grew up as a Browns fan. But when the Ravens bought our team and they left and we have no team, we played them the next year and we lost against them.
Oh, yeah.
That was our team. How are we going to lose against our team? You know? What the fuck? That's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. You know what? It's enough to make you go get high and pick up your guitar and start playing.
Complete escapism. Just let the fingers dance.
Harley Gem came up with it greatly. Misadjusting the rabbit ears, and you missed part of the game. She was around when I was around. Yes, there was rabbit ears involved.
Yeah, and there was real aluminum foil that you can connect the rabbit ears with. Not just phony stuff, but real, you know, metal foam.
Train Club says, have you ever gotten beta fish can coexist? Yes. We've had a huge tank of 75-gallon tank with like probably 50 females in there. But you can only have one male, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they will fight to death. That's just how it is.
If they run into each other, but if you've got a 125-gallon tank.
Okay, more, you're talking more space. Then this male can section off this side, this male can section off that side. You can have two males together. But the bigger you go, the more you can have. You know, that's just the way it is.
They won't fight if one's got room to run away from the other. It's only when they're locked together in a close proximity. They can't get away from each other. You have the same problem with your big cichlids.
They won't lock on.
They won't kill. They won't kill the other one if the other one can get away.
Yeah.
They can't get away in the tank. We have to have that buffer ourselves.
Swan says, I was going to post a poop emoji for the Browns, but somehow it's disappeared because it's not politically correct to call our Browns poop.
Well, there's all kinds of politically correct. You know, the politically correct term.
You're not drunk. Let's get it out.
I'm trying.
You my dude.
The politically correct term for your ex-wife
Is what?
Your insignificant other.
Oh, that is so demeaning. I love that.
But it's, I mean, it's if your current partner is your significant other,
Right.
then your ex-partner is your insignificant.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm
that's
with you
perfect
100%.
logic.
That sounds so good too.
Not really.
That's how I
Hey,
describe
my
her.
ex-wife and I are better friends now than we've ever been.
Because she's not dealing with you daily.
That's because I'm not dealing with her either.
Okay. All right. Tyler says, wait. It just jumped on me. Here we go. Tyler says, Camel Dan, that a penalty drink or dog, welcome to Fishy Friday. Now imagine saying that to welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh, of course, yeah, I'll say that. Manny Davis says, I do like watching American sports, Rich. You know, me too sometimes, but I'm not into it every weekend. All that bullshit, like my dad was. David Smith says, same as Jerry. I like my ex. We get along fine, just not as a couple.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
Savannah said, I wasn't being politically correct. I was just saying they're shit. What the fuck? Holly says, male batters are usually
Well,
prettier.
that emoji applies then.
Yeah. Camel Dan says, no, Rich, you're dealing with him. Okay. Train Club says, my beta fish turns into Mike Vick sessions, unfortunately. Wow.
It's a reference to dog fighting.
The dog fighting, yeah. Ozab says, do you guys have garden centers over there? All of our local fish stores are inside them here in the UK.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really. Harley Gem says, we got 3, 2 English, 1 French. Blue Nor was after midnight Saturdays. Okay. Don't understand that a bit, but thank you. David Smith says, Browns should be called the Blues because watching them makes the rest of us feel better that at least we aren't them or their fans. You motherfucker. You're absolutely fucking right, but fuck you.
That's like that attitude that everybody serves a purpose, even if it's just to make me look better.
Right. So it says,
It's after 8.
dog fighting, dog bone. Oh, we're in after hours, bro. We're in after hours. All right. Train Club says, has anyone ever stolen fish from me? Yes, they have. We had, poor Tracy, her favorite koi, after Greg Woodstock donated the front pond to her. About a week later, I went and moved in, 38 koi for her. 34 of them were stolen. And we have them on camera, but they parked on the street. They ran this way, had the hoodies over their head, and kept looking down. They never looked up at the camera. So it was somebody that was here before. And that made Tracy cry more than, I've been with her for 35 years. I've never seen her cry like this before. And it hurt me. I promised her I will make you a koi pond in the backyard that you will never have to worry about people stealing out of again, And, there were like 3 dead koi in the front yard and stuff like that where they dropped them, get into their car and this and that. So when she died, we went through all this, the whole, bringing her back, all this. She was in a coma for a year and a half. And then, she's been at a minimally conscious vegetative state since. She's gotten better and better and better and better and better. Even tonight, she was so into staring at me when I was talking to her. once she reaches the next stage, which is minimally conscious, only thing holding her back right now is that she needs to tell the doctor yes or no when he asks a question, either by squeezing his hands, blinking her eyes, something like that. She needs to be coherent. And then he will move her into the next situation, which is minimally conscious, not vegetative state. Then she's open to a bunch more programs that'll help her out. So my point is, you know, she's doing so fucking well. You know, it's just all the stupid stuff that, you know, this and that, and people can learn from, and all this. No, we have to go by what Tracy feels right now, and I'm ready to talk to her doctor about moving her up to the next stage, because she is so aware so much anymore, you know. We'll see here. June Pie says, I remember OFR had people over to put copper coins in tanks. Anthony Lazama says, don't get how people find it okay to steal. Camel Dan says, question how big can they can get up to like 30 inches, 36 inches. They can get big. Harley says, TVO was channel 3, local English was channel 6, local French was channel 9. Okay. Train Club says, shame that they stole Tracy's fish. That's an animal abuse. You know what? That's what made me build this whole pond in the back here in the first place, because I promised her, you're down, you're in a vegetative state, you're in a coma. I'm going, and me and Josh built this 30 by 40 pond, 5 foot deep. And, you know, we built it for her. It's all hers. Doom Pie says, I remember I had people over that put copper coins in. Yeah, I'd find copper coins like pennies and shit. Why? You're trying to kill our fish? Is that what you're trying to do? And I would take them out.
It's usually just a very, very old tank or an old timer.
No.
We used to do that.
Enough of copper can kill the fish.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a matter of, we only found one in this tank, but it was 110, it was a 90. It was big enough to loot it enough to where nothing got killed. You know,
it used to be the old metal frame tanks.
That's what they thought when they threw it in there. You know,
the old metal frame tanks.
Yeah,
you could always find a silver dime and a copper penny. It was like a gimme. If it's a metal frame tank and it's got old gravel on the bottom, there's going to be a couple of coins in it. You know what I find beautiful in the fish hobby is these tanks that have been passed down from family members, and they've been
because the old ones never break.
Yeah,
they're thicker glass, thicker.
And every time somebody goes on vacation or goes to the beach or goes someplace, they bring home some little trinket, little keepsake, and throw it into the aquarium.
And a whole kind of
biological fucked up. After 4 or 5 generations have had this aquarium, you end up what they call precious gravel. And every rock and everything in there has a memory and a story attached to it, that somebody picked it up.
But also great bacteria.
And yeah, but you never know. I know personally of a guy who found a diamond ring in an aquarium that he rescued.
Is that what you gave your second wife?
No, I never did get.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The ring I gave my wife.
All right, let me go back to the question.
She didn't appreciate it either.
All right, Train Club says, do you ever eat McDonald's filet fish? Sometimes I feel guilty eating it in my kitchen, in my cichlid. You know what? I won't eat all this fish that comes here, all these, fillets. We have like walleye fillets, all this different stuff that comes here. We cut them up and we feed them to the fish. But I can buy filet of fish from McDonald's. I love filet of fish. Every once in a while they have a sale. It gives you 2 patties of filet fish with 2 pieces of cheese, and it's so good. I don't consider that fish, is my thing. I don't consider it fish, you know. So I love the McDonald's chicken, you know, or I'm sorry, fish fillets.
I gotta go check on a few things, brother. If you're gonna run over for the law,
Yeah, I'll keep running. You can come back if you want.
we'll go see what's happening.
All right.
I want to make sure those neck bones don't burn.
Jerry, what liquid do you use when you're vaping?
What? What?
Jerry, what liquid do you use when you're vaping?
When I'm vaping, I have whatever I've got because the only time I vape is when I'm in here.
So whatever he plugs in, it comes with it.
I like
That's
to
what he
smoke
uses.
my flowers. This has got, and to tell you the truth, I don't remember. I got a half a dozen different cartridges downstairs. I just plug one in. Once it gets to that kind of stuff, it doesn't make any difference anyway. It's all just a nasty concentrate. I'd much rather smoke flowers.
Swain says, Marie, please tell Christina, Steve, and I wish her a very happy birthday. And so do we. Marie Dean says, absolutely, we'll do. I'll stay and hang with you guys. It's cool. We're having a good time. Ozab says, I've always wondered what fish would do with a human dead body in a tank. Like, would Pleco suck on it and eat it? What would happen to the water? Would it foul quickly? Morbid curiosity? Holy shit, that's morbid curiosity. Yeah, the body would decay faster than the bacteria can grow to eat it. And it would smell, it would be horrid, it would be terrible. Hell yeah, it'd be bad. Train Club says, Big Rich, do you prefer McDonald's fish fillet or Gorman's fish sticks? I've tried cooking them at home, tried to put cheese on, tried to put mayonnaise on, and they were never as good as McDonald's fish fillet. So I like the McDonald's fish fillet for sure. Oh, I'm looking. I'm trying to read. Shauna says, happy birthday to the beautiful Christina. Okay. Swan says, I get it, Jerry. The vape just is insane. David Smith says, yeah, that sounds like a guy who wants to get rid of a body. Call the cops. Camel Dan says, I have an ex-wife we could try. You guys are funny. Doomkey says, don't go. I need something good to listen to while I'm doing the water change. We're not going nowhere. Marie Dean says, thank you, Shauna. She's here watching with me. Awesome. Train Club says, is Josh busy working? No, Josh is busy at home, laying on his ass, healing. He's got 2 broken ankles, a broken tailbone, and a broken wrist. Mandy Davis says, Rich, have you ever tasted crab? Yes, I've had crab rangoon. I've had crab, lobster. I've had lobster tail. I just don't like it. It's, ugh. I'm sorry. Little Demon says, oh, Zavi, you're sick in the head for asking that. You guys are hilarious. Train Club says, Jerry left the room after the body question. Just saying. He'll never admit to nothing. David Smith says, how your grandson doing? He's doing great. He's, like 3 months old. He don't know anything has happened. He's doing great. Doom Pie says, did he say Dookie instead of Doom Pie? No, I said Doom Pie. I don't know what Jerry said. Train Club says Jerry left the room after the body question. Just saying. That's fucking funny. Holy shit. Ozab says, ever have chicken tikka masala, Rich? No. Never had that. I saw some dude online say that, but I don't know what chicken tikka masala is. Then I found out it was some sort of juice or some sort of blah, 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 you know, this and that. But no, I've never had it. Jovi Ventura says one of the big RPMs going to the 4,000 and the huge one going to the 58,000. We actually want to add them together, so we're feeding the 4,000 a little bit less, and we're overfeeding the 580 with all 6 arapaimas in there nonstop because they're at 24 inches. They need to get to 36 like the other one, and then we can put in a net across there and put all 7 arapaima together on this side, and they have to get along. Then we move this thing out, you know, after a day or two, and they can go into the pool. That's what we're waiting on. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. Train Club says Big Rich iced tea or lemonade. Well, with alcohol, I'd say iced tea. Lemonade's great for a hot summer day and you're working your ass off. Camel Dan says, can I put a Lego castle in an aquarium as decoration? Absolutely. No problem. That's no problem whatsoever. Build it up however you want. Joey Ventura says, so all 6 are going to stay in the 580 until 3 foot? Absolutely not. We're going to have to move them from there. They're already too big for that tank. We're probably going to have to put them into the 4,400 or the 3,000 or the 4,000 until they get bigger. Okay. And then as we power feed the babies more than the adult, these 18 or 24 inches grow up and be the 30 inches this one is. You know what I'm saying? And then we add them all at the same time. Joey Ventura says, smart idea, man. You are a genius. Thank you. Train Club says, have you ever done a clownfish tank? I really didn't get into saltwater. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't, you know, so I'm sorry. I can't say I did. Train Club says, Camel the Legos. Will microplastics leach into the poor fish? Not really. Because if you build a small thing like a 100-gallon and it's a small thing, you've got so much water running through there that the leaching will never harm your fish. Now, if you had, you know, I don't know, a 40-gallon tank and you're putting up all this Lego stuff and you're trying to keep it, yes, it can leach into the tank. You know. Jennifer Temple says we love watching you all, and I can send my husband anytime. All right, send your husband here for the next 2 weeks, please. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer. Joey Ventura says, when Josh gets back, boy, oh boy, he's going to be in for a surprise when he sees the size of the 18, 24-inch Pimas. Yes, when he left out of here, they were about 13 inches. They're so much bigger now. Train Club says, saltwater aquariums are so difficult. I've never had this. I feel like I'm coaching the Cleveland Browns when trying to get the Nemo tank to survive. That is hilarious. In other words, you're expending so much, to try and get there. Yeah, and it ain't working. I get it. I get it. That's fucking hilarious. Love it. Damn, looks like I'm the last one left in this room. Okay, let me see how things are going. Oh shit, I missed a lot. Hang on a second, guys. Train closes. Jerry left the room after the body question. I'm just saying. Like he's a secret mafia dude from the past, That's hilarious. Train Club says, poor Josh, he's the worker bee. No. Josh used to be the worker bee. Now it's me. Okay. I'm getting all these projects done every single day, every single video. Okay. I'm getting a project done each video. I'm busting my ass over here. The worker bee is me. Period. I mean, like, what kind of parent can I be if while my son's down, I don't take over where he left off? I don't help him where he couldn't help them, I mean, oh shit, I see not enough memory. What's going on here? Refresh. Okay. Rick says, I wanted to, but I was drunk the next day. I had a bad hangover. Ronaldo78 says, when do you expect Josh back? Probably in another 6 weeks. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Joey Ventura says, are you going to film a movie, The Arapaima, when you move on to the MT4000 or wherever you guys put them in? We'd love to see the hell they put you guys through. Yes, we are definitely going to move that, video that. For sure. Pistol Pete, Rich says, all you do is sit there and complain about everything. You know what, Pistol Pete? You're a dick. And you know what? I'm going to put you in timeout for 24 hours. You keep saying negative shit, I'll relieve you tomorrow. All right, Suan says, Rick, I was too, or I wouldn't have, but I'm glad I did. Okay, don't know what side project that was, but Gracie Gaggle says, I'm glad you finally had enough help to help you move the dog bone and stand. Can't wait to see it with Fishy. I'll just wait till tomorrow. We're doing this, Tyler Kerr says, my mother-in-law loves the videos I've showed her. If you have a second, if she's cool, could you give her a shout out to Stacy? If not, it's cool. Okay, so hey Stacy, how you doing? Thank you for watching us. You're awesome. And that's from, Tyler. Tyler got this for you. He's the man. You got to give him a hug and say thank you. All right. So now, David Smith says, "Do you ever have problem with wildlife going after your koi in the back pond?" We did at first, and it was the blue herons. Okay, and we got this little like $36 thing, and it had an air blower in it, and it blew up a guy, and he had two arms, and he'd fall and he'd do this just like at car things, and boom, he's back up again. That would run 24/7, and it would scare off all the herons, and that is the best thing I've found for herons. It's worked great. You know what? I gotta bring this one up. Little Demon says, clearly you don't watch the videos Big Rich puts out. Big Rich does a lot. Thank you for sticking up for me. I appreciate that. You the man. No, seriously, you the man. Oh, you fucker. Stop. 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 Jesus Christ. This is funny. Let me stop this. Okay. Ronaldo78 says, Rich, if I send a life-size cardboard cutout of Skylar to OFR, will you? Oh, it moved on me. Where'd it go? I gotta move. Let me see. Where'd it go? Son of a bitch. I don't know where that last comment went, but it was heading in the right direction. Okay, it's past this. I'm close to it. All right, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm almost finding it. Still reading, guys. I'm not ignoring you. All right. I don't see it. I'm going to get me some more alcohol. Be right back. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Oh, you know what? Ouch, you son of a bitch. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay? Just going to give me another drink. Have fun. About 20 seconds. Coming back. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm coming. There we go. I'm back. How you guys doing? I know you missed me. All right. Oh, you guys are going on and on and on. Look at you go. Death Track says, talk amongst yourselves, laughing out loud. What else am I going to say, you know? All right. Aaron Manson said, didn't somebody delete that comment about Skylar? And then Shauna says, didn't Rich read the comment about Skylar? What comment was that? I mean, was she being mean? Was she being good? I mean, I don't understand. I was very nice to her today after being mean to her yesterday. And I thought she accepted my apology. Oh, Jeff says, 4 ouches for a drink. I don't say ouch no more. You guys are killing me. Train Club says, did Jerry come back? No, he's gone for the night. He's gone. But you're going to see this here? Push this that way. There we go. Ah! This is what you're going to see tonight. Jerry has definitely left the building, Harley Jim says. Camel Dan says, is Skylar a relative to you? No, she came around here volunteering because, Lori Gypsy Kish, our main moderator, she knew us and she was already moderating for us. And, Skylar came around with her boyfriend named Bryce. And they hung around for about a year and they kept coming over and helping. And then, her and Bryce broke up. And then her and her mother had a falling out and she needed a place to stay. I let her move in here if she would help clean the place. And for the next 2 years, it was like I'm walking around behind her. Every room she leaves, and I'm cleaning up behind her. I was like, Jesus Christ. So that's how Skylar came here. Mandy Davis says, Rich, you're amazing. Always make me smile every Friday. Aw, thank you. Carly Jem says, does that count as an ouch? I guess. Suego, so it's her fault. Well, I'll go with that. Gracie says, I think I'm going to call it a night. Everyone having pain. Aw, sorry, Gracie. Going to call it a night, take my meds, and go to sleep. Love you all, my fishy family. Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Times it. It's 8:37. I'm 37 minutes past the live stream. Woo, woo, woo. This is after hours. David Smith says, just found this. The longest mullet hairstyle measured for an established mullet competition in the men's division is 3 foot 3 inches, 39 inches. Is sported by Big Rich Price of Strongsville. I was in the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh, the action stack says my rainbow shark died. Oh, I'm sorry. Gracie says, you're awesome too, Rach. Love you, my friend. Here's to you, Gracie. Train Club says, what is the longest a fish have ever lived for you? Well, there's two different answers there. One is 29 years, and that is Schwarzenegger. We've had him for 29 years. The other one is Brutus. We had him for 7 years, but he became the biggest fish we ever had. He was 7 foot long when he died. So Anna says, now we need to work on them guns. You want me to actually work out? The fuck? I thought you were a friend of mine. Shauna says, wouldn't the amazing Pittsburgh be second for oldest fish? Yes, he really is, because he was 27 years old when he died. But, the lifespan that they say on the internet is 19 years old. We got him, 3 years earlier, and, he was here forever, and, he ended up dying on us, and, it was horrible. He was my buddy. He was my, I talked to him every day. David Smith, good question. Have you had any new contenders for the best geo emerge from the front tank? Yes and no. I wanted the albino to be the best of the best of the best. And it turns out the albino's much bigger, but has much smaller, shorter trail fins. And the smallest geo out there is producing the longest fins. So I'm going to have to separate them and put them up in this and that and see how they grow. Shauna says, I love that fish. That was the first time you made me cry. Shauna, I made you cry. I'll never want it. I don't want that moniker. I don't want to be known as the guy that made you cry. Train Club says, do you sell it at eBay? Absolutely not. When we do sell fish, we do it through our forum so that any of our followers get these fish cheap. And we're not just selling out, willy-nilly to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Shauna says, yes, you did, Rich. What was that? Oh, I made her cry, I guess. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. That's Joshy. PIMP. Sup, pimp. I do got to get up at 8:30 with the fence guy, and I got to get off the fish string. Yeah, you're right. That's why you're calling me? I told everybody, because, it came on. It's the PIMP. I'm like, that's my son. He's called because he's the PIMP. So you're calling me to make me get off the fish stream because I got to get up at 8:30. He says, hello, everybody. He loves you. What else you want me to tell him? Oh, yeah. Be expecting an update video soon because every week, Jesus Christ, Rich is going without, sleep. Anything else, boss? Okay. Love you. All right, bye. That's my baby boy. Oh, shit. All right. Let me see here. Let me see what you guys have been saying. Yeah, Josh says it's time. Okay, so I went back to the comment where, it made her cry. All right. All right, let's go down from there and see what it says. Taking my chair instead of on the shoulder, bedtime. I said fish more. Now you like Shaq's form of fish worth more than, yes, of course. The Shaquille O'Neal babies were worth more than just the normal babies, of course. Tyler says, you're just passionate and we love you. You're like family, so we love family. And if my kids cry or wife cry, oh, I'm so sorry, Tyler. Deb charges, uh-oh, boss is calling. Josh is online. That's my son, people, and not the boss. I am the actual boss here, okay? Wow. I hope Josh don't see this, because he thinks he's the boss. Man, David, oh, that was nice of Josh to remind you. Marisa says, good night, everyone. Uncle Don says, off to bed. To bed, I said. And then Train Club says, I'm glad they're in my channels for the hobby. Okay, Night Mercer. Rich, you can adopt me. Hey, are you a female of 20 to 60 that you can take care of cleaning the house and let me do my job out there? I'll let you move in here. Nobody hitting on you. Period. But the point is, love you guys. Let me put this over here. Let me go to where is. Here we go. All right, guys, we're out of here. We love you. Uh-oh. This page down here is having a problem. Oh, how do I stop it? Uh-oh. I can't stop the page. What the hell? Come on. Okay. That made a difference. Come on. Okay, here we go. Here's a spot. Okay. I don't know how to end this. It's not giving me choices here. Now let's take this all the way up to the top. There we go. All right. How about this? Go to OBS. Boom. Come on. There we go. Now we close this. Yes. Launch anyway. Come on. Now we can close it down. There we go. Apply. Okay, here we go. This. Okay. OBS. Come on. Pull it up. Let's close this. Okay. Okay, so we can close down now. Is everything closed down? Can you guys hear me anymore? Won't close down.